Hello everybody, welcome back to another concert review. This one is going to be for a lesser known indie folk group called the Carton Kids. They consist of Joey Ryan and Kenneth Pattingale. They are, I believe, from California is where they hail from, but um, yeah, they've been around for, I'd say, a little well over a decade at least, maybe 12 years-ish. They put out several albums and EPs, and what's great about the Milk Carton Kids is that those two names that I just mentioned are the only ones that you're going to get on stage with you. So, it's almost like going to a Simon and Garfunkel concert when they were just a folky duo. So you have just these two guys on these vintage acoustic guitars singing these beautiful, mournful harmonies together. And it's just a fantastic experience to go to a show like that. They were playing at a small venue near me. It's the same venue that I just recently saw Pokey Lafarge, and I have another concert lined up there in about 10 days or so. So I'll be doing a review on that as well. But the Milk Carton Kids, I've never seen them live. Actually, I don't even own any of their music to show you. I got into them probably when I was in college. Heard a couple of their songs. I heard their song Honey Honey on the Conan O'Brien show when he was on TBS, and just this really fast-paced, jaunty 2.5 minute song. But most of their stuff is actually more sad and mournful, but they do have some up-tempo songs. And they had an opener who, she was what she was. Her name was Michaela Ann. I think she was out of Nashville, Tennessee. Just your stereotypical kind of acoustic songwriter stuff. It wasn't great. It wasn't good. She just added an extra 40 minutes to the show that I didn't need in my life. But anyway, I digress. It was okay, but it wasn't. I'll never listen to her, but I'm sure she has her fan base. But anyway, the Milk Carton Kids came out, and unfortunately, and as I mentioned before in some of my other videos about this venue, it only holds about 400 people here, and there were probably only 120 people, if even. There might have just been peaked at 100 people. So I hate going to a venue where there's not a lot of people. It's just not the same, and I feel bad for the artists looking out over empty seats, because then you think, oh, they're gonna will they come back? But anyway, they came out and they did their thing. They sang all their songs. They did a beautiful rendition of their biggest song, Michigan, which is from their second album, I think. And that was what closed the first set. What closed the set. They did their song Honey 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 that I talked about. I Still Want a Little More, a beautiful fast-paced song about being friends, but just wanting that little bit extra, wanting to be in love, not just friends. But then they also did their song Ash and Clay. Let's see, they did the very first song that they ever played together was called Permanent, and just a really pretty song, talking about construction and making something that has roots to it, that's not just a fling. And my favorite song by them is a song called Charlie, which Kenneth wrote 10 years ago about the daughter that he wants to have, but the issue was he didn't have a daughter and he didn't have a girlfriend or a wife to make this daughter. So there's usually a funny story about that. They just jumped right into it and sang it because everybody knows the story that's a fan of theirs. Now, what's so great about the Milk Carton Kids is that for their, more introspective lyrics and sad themes between songs, they're telling jokes. They're just hilarious, incredibly intelligent guys. They're both obviously well read, and just the stories that, like, for example, a story that they told involved just the day before some travel issues that they had. I think they were coming from New York, and there were flight delays, and so one of them, Kenneth, had to drive the van. Joey stayed up in New York to hang out with his family and was going to fly into Virginia. And it was just a really funny telling from Kenneth, and just talking about how Joey didn't seem to care that he held up the entire unit, the touring unit of the sound guy and of Kenneth, and it was just really funny how it was told, and you can tell these guys aren't scripted. I'm sure they tell the same stories, but they try to make each other laugh, and it's really cool to see. So if you like beautiful harmonies, if you like Simon and Garfunkel, the Everly Brothers, but think more Simon and Garfunkel, because their lyrics aren't as bubblegum necessarily as the Everly Brothers. So think about that. Just really great stuff. I really enjoyed it. They're actually coming back near my area, I think in September, and I'm really considering going to go see them again. Completely different venue too. So anyway, Milk Carton Kids, check them out. I know my friend Randy knows the Milk Carton Kids, Randy Nelson. So if you like great acoustic harmonies and lyrics that make you think, check out the Milk Carton Kids, Joey and Kenneth. So thank you everybody for watching. I've got another show I'm seeing this Saturday, and then like I said, I've got another show after that at the same venue, and can't wait to review those and to first and foremost go and see the shows. So thank you all for watching. Y'all be good, and I'll talk to y'all soon.